Kristen. So I am recording a couple of videos today so that I have a few ready to go. That's why you're seeing the same hair, face, and dress. And today I want to do my top 4 kitchen gadgets. You would think that I would do 5, but I really couldn't come up with a 5th one that I thought was really worth mentioning. I'm sure I will think of it later today, but at any rate, what I'm doing today is 4. In the one category though, there are 2 things, so we can kind of call it 5. Or not category, but one of the things I'm going to show you is actually 2 things. So, the first thing that I want to show you, and these are, I think, one of the most inexpensive things in the Pampered Chef catalog, but all the time, I use these all the time, almost every single day. And I actually need new ones, and I don't currently have a Pampered Chef consultant. So if one of you is, please message me because I would love to order from you. Okay, so they are the micro cookers. So there's one that looks like this. So it looks like a little saucepan. It's made out of plastic. And mine are so old, which is why they need to be replaced. But so what I use this for is frozen vegetables. Put my frozen vegetables in here, put it in the microwave, a couple of minutes, shake it, another minute, and then they're done perfectly fine. And I like that it has this, the cover on it has holes in it. You guys can see that there. And you just dump out the excess water then and take the cover off and serve it. It's awesome. Literally use this almost every single day. And then in conjunction with that is the one that is a little bit bigger. So it looks more like a mini Dutch oven, so to speak, and it has the same kind of cover on it. You put it on and show you. Same kind of cover on it. So what I do with this one, and I don't use it as often as the other, you certainly could do vegetables in there if you had a bigger family. Obviously I just have Bob and I. But if you have a bigger family, you could absolutely use this for the same purpose. I cook chicken breasts in there. I will take frozen chicken breasts for any recipes where you need to have prepared chicken that you cut up and put in, like a casserole or something like that. So I'll put a couple chicken breasts in there, especially those frozen ones that are ginormous. You can put 2 in there. I put it in the microwave for about 4 minutes. Then I take it out and I kind of flip them over or move them around in there, put it in for another 4 minutes, and then check it and see if you need to do any more. But it makes your chicken so moist. It's crazy, and it tastes really good, and you don't have any flavor in it. So I really think that those are a hidden gem in the Pampered Chef line. So the next thing I want to talk about, and this will be the last Pampered Chef thing I talk about for this portion, but is a pepper grinder. So you don't have to get the Pampered Chef one. This just happens to be that, in case anybody's curious. I bought this in a set. There's one that I have salt in and then this, but I just want to say that I realized that tons of people talk about this, but I didn't believe it until I did it. So I used to think just plain old pepper was fine. I don't need to grind any pepper on anything. You know, this really has a much better taste. I didn't like pepper until I started using fresh ground pepper. So I just wanted to say that another kitchen essential for me is a pepper grinder. Now you don't even have to go buy one. You can, at the store now, they have just in the spice section, different brands. I can't remember the particular brand, but there's a grinder on it. Like the plastic bottle has a little grinder on it. You just turn it over and grind it. So I just think you should try fresh cracked pepper or fresh ground pepper if you've never tried it before. The nice thing about the Pampered Chef one is this little knob on top. Depending on how tight or loose you have it, that will determine how big a chunk you get of your pepper on the bottom. So just a little FYI. And then the last thing that I want to talk about over here, and then I'll show you something over there, is my Fury knife. This is called the Gusto Grip, and this happens to be the Rachel Ray one. I bought it at Kohl's. Now, this is not a cheap knife. I got this on sale, so I probably got it for a little bit under $100 because everything at Kohl's is eventually on sale. Everything at Kohl's is eventually on sale. But I use this knife every single day of my life. It's funny because Bob scoffed at, I should have had him here when I was recording this. He scoffed at me buying this knife. He's like, what do you need a $100 knife for? But I use this every single day. I actually got a stone for it so that I could sharpen it myself. Otherwise, I had to have my dad sharpen it for me. But just an awesome knife. You know, this big part of it here is so good for chopping and then grabbing, and it saves me so much time. Well worth the investment. Well worth. So I think if you have like a set of knives you bought at a store, you got for your wedding or something, that's all well and good, but if I had to pick one knife to use and only use for the rest of my life, this would absolutely be the knife. So I just thought I would talk about that. Okay, so the last thing that I want to talk about is not my Keurig, although I love my Keurig, but it's this Lazy Susan sort of thing that it's on. I don't, and I apologize, I don't know exactly what it's called, but I bought this at Bed Bath & Beyond for $5. My friend Evan, when he found out I bought a Keurig and we were going to go to Bed Bath & Beyond to get some K-cups for me, he said, well, did you get the little shelf thing? I said, what are you talking about? So he showed me this, and I was like, really, do you need it? He's like, just try it, it's $5. Well, this is the best thing ever, and I think I may have talked about this one other time, but this allows you, in case you're wondering, a Keurig, this has to flip up to put in your little K-cup. So if it's under here, whoops, if it's under here, you can't get it up far enough. So this has, it even has a little finger place, you know, so you can pull it out and you can lift it up and put your finger in there, and then you can still put it away, and it's clean and neat and tidy at the end of the day. So, or at the end of the morning. So I really, it's well worth the $5. I would pay $10 for it. I would probably even pay more because it just makes things so much easier. And then kind of an honorary mention while I'm over here, and actually I'll move the camera. So as an honorary mention is this, which I also got at Bed Bath & Beyond, and this is, I like this better than the stand-up turnaround one because this seems much cleaner to me. I don't have to see all of the things. So this just has 3 little drawers that pull out and house your K-cups. I think it's probably intended for a business or something like that, but I love it. It fits nice and flush in the corner, and both of our, you know, kind of to-go cups sit here. And, you know, it's convenient. Bob's is gone because he's at work, and I'm just about to head to work, so I'm going to be making myself something to take with. So I hope that you guys enjoyed that. That was one of the things that was requested when I was talking about doing 31 days of Kristin. So those are some of my favorite kitchen gadgets. If there are other of my favorite things that you guys want to see, obviously not related to makeup, but to other things, then let me know, because I would happy to do that. I would be happy to do that for you guys. So let me know below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you're having a great day, and I will talk to you very soon.